7:23. While achieving goals like New Year's resolutions can boost your child's self-esteem and confidence while helping them become more responsible at the same time.
We've got Dr. Nicole Perkins from the Horizons Development Resource Center in studio to tell us the best way to see these results. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so a couple minutes ago, or maybe last hour, you were speaking about, setting some goals for your children and how to go through that. I guess we can go over maybe the acronym that would make it easier for them if you wanted to.
Sure. So one of the important things to think about is setting goals that are achievable for kids and helping them learn how to think about that. So a great acronym is to set SMART goals or SMART resolutions. And the SMART stands for specific and motivated, age appropriate, relevant, and timely. So thinking about, do the goals meet all of those criteria? Because the more specific things are, the more likely we are to hit the target.
Yeah. Absolutely. And then let's talk about how we can hit some of these goals as a family, or maybe some resolutions that a whole family could set together.
That's a great point, because one of the things that's really important if we want our children to learn how to work towards their goals and achieve them is that we as the adults in their life are doing that, which I know as parents that happens all the time, right? It's like, oh, I need to be doing this in order for my kids to do that. But I would say that's the number one thing that parents can do to help children not just set goals, but actually learn to meet them, is for them to see us working towards our own goals. So I encourage families to sit down at this time of year and talk about what's important to me for this year? What goals am I going to set? And to model that for kids, and then to show them throughout the year the actions that we're taking to work towards that. And an important part of that is, we set goals or resolutions and it doesn't always go as planned, right? Sometimes our timelines don't work out, or we need to just regroup, or we kind of fall off the wagon, we need to get started again. While some parents might think, oh, I don't want to model that for my kids, that's actually a great thing to show kids that, when we set goals, things don't always go as planned, and to show them, oh, I stopped doing this for a while, I'm going to get back on the wagon and do it again. And that helps them learn skills for being resilient, for getting back up when things don't go the way that they think they're going to. So that modeling is really important, and that's probably the number one thing that families, that parents can do to help kids reach their goals. Some great family goals to set, things like maybe having device-free dinner times, spending time together at the table whenever we're all home, having meals, actually looking at each other, talking to each other, enjoying our food without our devices present, going on a family walk several times a week, having a family game night once a month. Think about how you can, as a family, set some goals that achieve things that you want to be meaningful for yourself and your kids throughout the year. It's a great time to do that as a family.
I like that. And being organized is a good way to kind of help these goals, or you hit these goals as well. And you were saying there's different types of apps and everything.
Absolutely. And at this time of year, they're all over. So if you just Google, resolution tracking apps, goal tracking apps for kids, there's so many great options that they can use right on their devices. But a simple low-tech solution is just to have a chart that sits on the counter or the fridge that keeps everybody on track with, am I doing the things that I said I was going to do? How am I doing with that? Helps parents hold kids accountable. So whether you do low tech or high tech, having something that makes it visible and accountable is a really important part of meeting goals.
Yeah, great tips.